We all tend to spend money on things that we just want but don't really need. But would you spend millions of dollars on something? You won't unless you're a millionaire or a UFC fighter, no offense. Today we are here to tell you about the most expensive and pretty much useless or dumb things that UFC fighters own. Let's get started. First up, Conor McGregor and his extremely expensive alcohol. The famous UFC fighter may have lost against Floyd Mayweather in round 10, but he still didn't forget how to party. The Notorious celebrated and threw a party at the Encore Beach Club in Las Vegas. Apart from his extremely expensive suit and shoes, McGregor made sure that everyone around him had a great night, as he had some out-of-this-world plans in his mind that night. According to the reports, McGregor spent over $100,000 on alcohol, as he told everyone that drinks were on him. Spending so much money on alcohol is not something you see every day. It happens once in many years, and McGregor really made it seem like another usual spending. We were wondering why he spent so much on drinks, but then we got to know that McGregor was guaranteed a whopping $30 million just to step into the ring against Mayweather. While it was definitely bound to happen, $1 million out of $30 million for celebrating the night doesn't seem too bad, does it? And just so you know, the $100,000 worth of alcohol is a ton loads of drinks, and that was more than enough for an after party. No matter how much we want to justify it, it's still an unbelievable amount for a UFC fighter to spend on alcohol alone. Next, Floyd Mayweather's crazy car collection. Floyd Mayweather is definitely one of the greatest boxers out there, who still boasts an undefeated career of 50 wins and no losses. With all these wins comes a lot of money, and with money, Mayweather buys a lot of things he doesn't necessarily need. Mayweather's made headlines many times while showing off his money and buying crazy stuff. One of these extreme purchases includes his insane car collection. Just so you know, it's not some ordinary car collection that Mayweather owns. It's worth millions and shows how wealthy Floyd is. The combined total of this car collection is estimated to be around $15 million. You must be wondering, why did we mention a car collection as a dumb purchase? Well, logically speaking, investing in a movable asset is actually the worst possible thing one can do with his money. We say this because the value of vehicles only goes down with time. Not just that, it's even worse if the cars are high-profile sports vehicles, and that's exactly what Mayweather has been investing in over the years. Mayweather's car collection includes a number of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Bugattis. Now, here's another interesting thing you should know. If the net worth of this car collection is $15 million right now, it must have been around $20 to $22 million when he bought these cars. This should explain how Mayweather's car collection is actually just a collection of dumb investments. Now we have Donald Cerrone and his $600,000 house. Buying a house is not considered dumb, but purchasing an extremely expensive home that'd force you to say that you are broke definitely is. Donald Cerrone is known for a successful UFC career, but it's not the only thing that makes him famous. His habit of spending a lot of money is also very much popular. Not just that, Donald Cerrone's expensive taste makes him fight 6 times a year. Normally, UFC fighters only fight 3 to 4 times a year. He likes to get the things he likes immediately. While most believe that Cerrone must have a lot of investments and savings for retirement, it's not entirely true. In an interview, Cerrone revealed that he has spent over $600,000 on the house in New Mexico, and that he spent over $200,000 on its remodeling. After this, the UFC star said, "Technically, I'm broke." It's not like Cerrone only owns this one house. He also owns a $160,000 vacation home in Malibu, a truck, as well as an RV. The truth is that he is not someone who saves, no matter if it's in or outside the ring. Cerrone might want to start saving right now because retirement is inevitable. Next up, Manny Pacquiao and his entourage. Manny Pacquiao is definitely a great fighter, but he is also filthy rich, with a net worth of around $375 million at the moment. His net worth shouldn't surprise you because only a fight with Mayweather in 2015 paid him a whopping $100 million. As a multimillionaire, Manny loves spending money on different things, including cars and other assets. However, there's another thing that reigns over all of his spending, and that is his entourage. Yes, now you need to be surprised because we don't hear such things in a list of dumb spendings often. Manny never goes anywhere without his entourage of fans. He hates it when he has a fight and his opponent has more support than he has. Believe it or not, Manny spends a lot of money to ensure that his supporters are more in number than his opponents and that his entourage follows him no matter where he goes. In local fights, his entourage travels along with him in a number of vehicles, including a mega bus with Manny's face printed all around it. However, if the fight's in some other country, Manny's entourage travels using 2 private aircraft. Oh, and his entourage isn't a small group of people. It consists of around 380 people when last counted. We believe the number has increased by now. The money that Manny spends on all of this is not confirmed. However, experts have guessed that he spends anywhere around $3 to $4 million for each fight, depending on the situation. Well, we want to meet the person who said that money can't buy loyal friends, because Manny got more than 350 of them because he got money. Next on the list, Mayweather and the 30-carat ring ring he bought for his daughter. It's Mayweather once again. As an extremely wealthy person, Mayweather doesn't only spend on himself, but also on his family. As far as we believe, Mayweather loves spoiling his family, and one of the major examples of such purchases is the 30-carat ring that he bought for his daughter on her 18th birthday in 2018. The ring costs not one, not two, but a total of $4 million. Now, some may think that we're just jealous of Mayweather's daughter. It's not like that. Let us explain why this was actually a dumb purchase. At the age of 18, you can't expect someone to be mature enough, and spoiling a kid with $1 million worth of gifts is just dragging them into negativity. By doing so, Mayweather's just placed his daughter 4 steps back in the survivability charts. Now, if you say that he can do whatever he wants to do for his daughter, even then buying a ring worth $4 million is just stupid. Buying jewelry worth so much money, no matter how pretty it is, just doesn't make sense. How much do UFC fighters earn? After seeing UFC fighters buy dumb stuff worth millions of dollars, you must be asking yourself, how much do they even make to afford such things? If we look at the average earnings of all the UFC fighters, they make around $148,000 per fight. Each of these fights consist of 3 or 5 rounds, which last up to 5 minutes each. The UFC fighters in general are among the highest paid athletes in the world, but then again, some UFC fighters earn even more than that. The famous names such as Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo, Rorion Gracie, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Anderson Silva, and many more make up for some of the richest UFC fighters. We can't really tell you about all these fighters' net worth, but here's a little information about McGregor and Floyd's net worth and earnings. First on our list was Conor McGregor, so we will start with him. McGregor is a famous UFC fighter, and with his winning score, his paychecks also keep getting heavier and heavier with time. We can't say the exact amount that he earns per fight, but in 2021, even after he got beat up by Dustin Poirier in the first round, McGregor earned 5 times more than Poirier. This is because he features in UFC 7 out of 10 top-selling pay-per-views. In short, he gets paid millions for each of his fights, no matter if he wins or loses. Talking about Floyd Mayweather, he is one of the wealthiest fighters out there. According to reports, Mayweather has accumulated over $1.1 billion through his fights, and his net worth is at around $500 million. Recently, it was revealed that Floyd earned a total of $280 million from his fight against McGregor. That's a lot of money. After seeing UFC fighters do whatever they want with the money they earn, we think we'll try to become UFC fighters as well. Don't you think it's a good idea? For now, this is all we know, fam. Let us know about your favorite UFC fighter in the comments. We'll be back with more content very soon. Till then, keep supporting us by liking and sharing our videos. Till next time, adios!